This video is kindly sponsored by PCBWay. Thank you, PCBWay.
Morning, ladies. I paid a total of 15 euros for this FC Twin, which is supposedly a machine to play both NES or Famicom games, not sure, and Super Famicom or SNES games. Since it's called FC Twin, I assume it's for the Japanese or NTSC market, but I'm not even sure about that. It has two controller ports on the front, which are the SNES stylish ones. Nothing here, nothing here. And we have a DC input, barrel jack, and 3 AV inputs. So this is supposed to have stereo sound, I think. On the bottom it says FC Twin system, oh, okay, that is NTSC. And rating 10 volts, 850 milliamps, center negative. Since I read this before, at least the ratings part, I just ignored the system part. Let's plug it in. Let's quickly check out PCBWay and the shared projects, because here you can find stuff that might actually work for the project we have on hand, which is this Nintendo, Super Nintendo thing. So let's just put in Nintendo and let's see what comes up. And I love to browse these projects here. They're so cool things here. Famicom controller shells. Oh, here we can actually build Famicom controllers, which is pretty cool. And all the parts are here. I think you can actually put them directly into the card. Okay, you have to put the individual parts into the card. And then these show up here, and then you can say how many. Let's just take 2, because it makes the most sense. And we do design units millimeters, I think. Material resin, standard white material. Here you can check what you would like to have. Color, matte white. Let's take the transparent, which looks very interesting. Oh, transparent is much more expensive than the standard white material. Standard white is 598. Transparent is 2539, because it has to be, I think it has to be polished in the end, and that is what makes this so expensive. Can have it in black. Let's take black. And you can select the color, which is gray black, process SLA, surface finish. Oh, you can actually spray paint it. Oh, this is awesome. I didn't know that it existed. You can spray paint it and you can enter a Pantone color here and then get it in the color you like. So you can, for example, do the C64 color or the Amiga color for stuff, or the Famicom color, which I don't quite recall right now. Let's just say green. That might change the price a little. Okay. These are two very expensive controllers, but they have the color you like and they are professionally made. Let's go. Okay, you have to submit this request then and submit. Make sure your files don't contain any of the following parts. Okay, agreed. And now it's in your shopping basket and is being reviewed. So you can't order anything from PCBWay except for the shop stuff that is like standard electronic parts. That's not being reviewed. So every single order will be reviewed, and that is a good thing, because I have had moments when I had to actually correct myself on stuff. Yeah, but that's how you order 3D parts on PCBWay, and you can find many others. Now here's the PCB for the SNES controller. Yeah, so let's get back to the project. I have the white for the yellow, and that actually works. Crazy. And I also have my variable power supply set to about 10 volts. And I have my adapter cable, which is very nice in this on this thing here. You have this adapter cable with it, and it's center positive, and if you use this cable, it's center negative. Great. Plug it in. We need an image. Let's see what it does. By the way, I did not show that before. We have a reset button here, and we have a switch, which is a 3-state switch, which says 16-bit and 8-bit. So let's switch to 16-bit first. And we have a greenish light and a very black screen. Let's maybe try the 8-bit one. We have, see that, a red light and still a black screen. I only have one single Super Famicom game, and that is my beloved Dungeon Master. So I bought this, I think, for €5 on eBay a long time ago, and these come in these VHS style cases. Has the manual, which is in, well, new condition. I don't think anybody ever played this, including me. We have the cartridge, we have some material here, and inside the manual there are actually the maps and some stuff, which is very unusual. So this is for the younger players, and I assume they have the standard Dungeon Master here, but converted this for SNES and thought, hey, this is a kid's console, so let's do the kids' version of this game. Okay, let's plug the game in. Now I can't put it on, but I can put it in. Let's take a closer look into the cartridge slot. And I can already see the problem. I was under the impression that this thing could, well, since it's a replica, could at least play region-free all games. But as you can see, there's this little plastic thing on this side and on this side. And I think the American NTSC versions have a little notch here, and that lets it slide in, but this one here doesn't. Yeah, so the cartridge should fit. It's the same slot size, the inner slot. There are outer pins and inner pins. Not sure what the outer pins are for, actually. Maybe for a GBA player or something. So let's open this up, and I think, yeah, these clips are part of the top case, I think. So if we take this off, we should be able to plug in the game. Let me open this up. Okay, screws are out. Let's see what we have. No cables or stuff. No, there are cables. Yeah, like this should go. Okay, there we have our power switch, reset switch. We have stuff in the back, and there's an array. These yellow plastic things are actually holders for the ports, which I have never seen before. That is pretty cool, because it gives this whole thing another level of sturdiness. We have a blob chip here where the SNES sits. I think this is a Nintendo and this is a Super Nintendo part. Two crystals, so these are actually two separate systems in just one case, I think. And there's really not much to go by. It's just a ribbon cable connecting all these together. So they just share the power input, and all the logic is, I think, discrete. There's no NTSC chip on the Super Nintendo version, so this could be actual hardware. Let me see, it's a bit dusty in here. It does look pretty good for what it is. And it was sold as broken, so I'm very happy that it actually works. Well, I thought for the price you can't go wrong. 15 euros. It's a very good price for two systems if it actually works. Yeah, I will go and clean this thoroughly because it's dirty. Okay, let's get back to business. We wanted to try this if this works. Ah, now it fits. Let's switch over to the screen and let's see if we start this up now in 16-bit mode. Do we get a signal? Dungeon Master. Yay. Awesome. Problem is I don't have any single controller for this. I'm waiting on these. I ordered these and they should come in today. So for you it's just a second, and for me it's, well, maybe a day. just noticed that all the parts can be taken out of the case, so even though we can't play the game yet or test it further, these covers here are just screwed in. Well, let me take this off here. Let's see what happens. So if I pull this, okay, that kind of worked. And here are our clips, which we now can just clip. These sit in here, and they have these posts to keep them in place. Okay, I think I will just take side cutters and cut these clips out of here. Oops, that came out immediately. Can't see the difference. Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's put this back on. Okay, let's quickly test if we've just region freed this. And we did. Nice. So we just did a region free hack on this FC Twin. Now let me clean the top case and lubricate the buttons a bit so that it looks nice, and then we can wait for the controllers. Did a thorough cleaning on this. There's still some scratches on here, but it's clean now, and it's region free, at least for the SNES part of it. I have to get some games and then we can test this further, and I'm still waiting for the controllers, so yeah. See you in a second. So I did go and I bought stuff for the FC Twin. I bought Tetris. Could be I had Tetris already, I don't know. I bought a Super Game Boy because a Super Game Boy is a device that lets you play Game Boy games on a Super Famicom or Super Nintendo. So we will see if that actually works in the FC Twin. I bought a controller, which is supposed to be a good controller. I have no idea if it really is. So, well, it sounds nice. It's very clicky. Sounds good. I bought Choplifter, a Famicom game. So we will see if Japanese Famicom games actually work. Super Tennis, the PAL version, for €6. I paid 25 for Choplifter, by the way. 15 for this, and I think 20 for this controller. Street Fighter 2, the Japanese version, for I think 10. I assume this is Super Mario 2, I'm not sure. It's a Japanese version, so it's 20. Bomberman 4 for 28, Japanese. Super Mario World for 20. Mario 2 for 35. And Mario 3 for, I want to say 40. So I did not actually pay for this. I had other games I wanted to trade in. And I once bought a complete game collection of a chess master, a real live chess master, not the game chess master. And there was PS1 strategy games and Sega Saturn and stuff like that, and I got about €220 in trade-in credit, and I used it all for this. So now we have stuff to test on the FC Twin. Let's get this hooked up and let's try the games. So first off we have Dungeon Master, the game I actually already put in here and we know that it works. Victor, okay. Didn't see that the last time. For start, hey, and we have a start button now. New game. Okay. Now we have the cursor. And I did a little read up on this, and if you push select, you go into movement mode. So you can actually use the cursor just like on the standard Dungeon Master with a mouse cursor. And if you push B, you move forward, or any direction you press here. But you can also do this by pushing select once, and then you're not moving the cursor anymore, but you're moving the player. And to turn, you push L or R, and that is less intuitive as you might think, because you have to constantly switch back to the normal mode where you use the arrow key. And while hitting a wall now is not a problem, if you have actually some character, he gets damage. So to resurrect, you press B and then top selection, and there he is. If you now hit the wall, you can see he gets damage. And it's easy to get hit all the time. I think I'm going back. Oh no, okay. Oh, bam. If you want to pick up something, you actually have to switch back to cursor mode, take that, press B, press V, put it in your inventory, and press V again, press select again, and then you can move again. Or you just use your hand here as a cursor and move with that. It is what it is. You can play it, but it's yeah, it sucks with these controls. Let's try another game. Let's try Street Fighter 2, European PAL version. And nothing. Ah, okay. Took a while. Yeah, I suck at these games, so let's make this quick. Ouch. Stop it. Oh, I'm KO. No, I'm not KO. Am I KO? Now I'm KO. Yeah, so European games seem to actually work. Nice. Let's go for a NES game for a change. I have no idea if this actually fits in here. Let's see. Mario 3. Ooh, this works too. Nice. So this is the US version, US NTSC. And that looks good. Very cool. Can't hear the music here, so I'm maybe a little off. Not sure if I like this controller. It's supposed to be better, but not by much. Okay, so that works. Nice. And it's in there for good. Let's try the European version of Super Mario 2. Oh, that's a very nice copy. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, there we are. Also works. Nice. So this thing is actually region free, it seems. At least on the NES side of things. Mario 2 is actually not a real Mario game, if you don't know. And it's only Mario 2 in the Western world, because in Japan there's a different Mario 2. Yeah, works. Great. Just getting it out is... What the frickin'? How can this be so tight? Oh, Not sure why this is so tight in there. Could be because of this little frame here on the cartridge. Let's try Shoplifter, a classic, and it's a very nice cartridge too. Jalico. The little print up here. Let's try this. Not sure that this fits. Doesn't fit. That's not good. So no NTSC Japan Famicom games, even though it's called the FC Twin. So it's NTSC, but it's not Japan NTSC, it seems. Okay, that makes sense because we had to cut these little clips for Dungeon Master. So it's US NTSC. Ah, but we have 4 more games, so let's see. Super Tennis. Let's try this. Ooh, wow, that's very Super Nintendo-y. So most Super Nintendo games have this zoom in, zoom out, rotate effect, which is new for the Super Nintendo, or was new for the Super Nintendo. Let's try single. I'm Amy, of course, and Meyer. One set. Never played this game, so let's play on clay. Okay, let's do this. Bam, fault, yeah. Bam. Too slow. Okay, works. Nice. It's a €6 game, so why not? Next up we have 3 Japanese games. The first one being Super Mario World. Let's check it out. Should be pretty much like the other Super Mario Worlds, if it would work at all. Yeah, that's pretty crappy cartridge. Let me clean this a little. Whoa, look at that. I mean, that's not cleaned. It's horrible. Let's try again. Let's put in and out of the slot, maybe that helps. Nope, it does not. That's not cool. Ah, there we go. See? Okay. And yes, that is pretty much as you would expect Super Mario World to look like. And it's just classic, great game. Mario start! Whew. Oh, didn't get my Yoshi coin, that's not good. Yeah, great. It works. I'm happy. Nice. So let's try Bomberman 4. Not sure if that works. It does not look too clean, but who knows. That does not look good. Okay, let's try to clean this again. Maybe I'm lucky this time. Let's try again. Oh, there was a flash. Anything? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Big fat nopester. Let's try again. That is one of the more expensive games at 28, which is not great. Okay, let's give this another super wiggle and a final test. Anyone? Okay, once more. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay. Bomberman 4, normal game, battle game. Hey, this is English. Even though this is the Japanese version. Very good. I really, really love Bomberman. It's one of those great multiplayer games. Oops, idiotic move. I like. And finally, I don't even know what this is. I think this is the original Mario 2, but it can't be because it's a Famicom game, a Super Famicom game, not a Famicom game. Let's clean it first, since we know that these games are not cleaned, obviously. Let's see what we got. And this is a 20... Oh, there. Oh, it's a Super Mario collection. This is Super Mario All-Stars in other worlds. So... okay. Haha, there's the original Super Mario 2. There's Super Mario USA, Super Mario 3, Super Mario. Oh, that's great. Now I have multiple Mario 3. What is this? Oh, I think this is Mario 2 US. Is it? Yeah, that's Super Mario 2. But in kind of a remastered version. They call this Super Mario USA. Yeah, that is interesting. I've never seen this game. So can we quit out of here? Let's reset. So these are pretty much all the Mario games you can ever need. So you have Super Mario 2, Super Mario the Classic, Super Mario Japanese for Japan, Super Mario USA 2, Super Mario 3. Oh, okay, starts over. I'm an idiot, sorry. Let's try this one. Oh, this is also a remaster. Nice. Never had this All-Stars, Super Mario All-Stars game. I did play the GBA versions of these. Yeah. And that is that. Let's reset and let's check out the main attraction, which is Super Mario 2, the Japanese version, which is this one, which was only released on the Famicom disk system, if I'm not completely mistaken, which is the disk drive for the Super Famicom. And it was supposed to be too hard for the American market and the European market, so they, well, didn't release it here. Interesting. I will definitely play this, because I never did before. Okay, Yeah, so I'm impressed. This thing plays American, Japanese and European Super Famicom games, and it plays, and Super Nintendo games, and it plays European and American Nintendo games, but no Famicom games. We have one more thing to test, of course, and that is the Super Game Boy, which takes a Game Boy cartridge and plays it on the Super Famicom. Let's try it. Looks like it. Okay. I think this works. Awesome. That's crazy. So this little emulation device for 15 euros actually kicks ass. Nice. By the way, it's not 15 euros if you buy it new, of course. It's 15 euros if you buy it untested and uncleaned and stuff. And you have to mod it. That is cutting out 2 plastic clips to actually play the Japanese games, but well, then it's a great system. That's really cool. I think that wraps up this video. Just works, sorry. And you saw Mario 2, the Japanese version, maybe for the first time. You're welcome. Until next time, cheerio.
Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you need any PCBs, pre-assembled PCBs or 3D printing, please use the link in the description below.
Thank you for watching Retro is the New Black. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you like the video, please share. Every like, share, and comment helps a lot. Until next time, bye-bye.